As a millennial, it is hard for me to watch older pay-per-views, older than me, I'll be honest, because number one, I don't know what the hell is going on, and number two, the story doesn't really make sense to me. But I task myself with something that I never normally do. As the Royal Rumble is coming up and as WWE has launched on Netflix, I have given my chance to view the greatest Royal Rumble by the public, the general public of all time, which actually tends to be Royal Rumble 2001. A lot of people tout this pay-per-view as like the best Royal Rumble of all time, and I went to see why. As a millennial, obviously, who number one doesn't know anything about the stories, and number two really knows about the most viral stuff of the 90s, what I wanted to see just why this pay-per-view was this good. And today is the day that I review Royal Rumble 2001. By the way, Happy New Year. I hope you all had a good year. I honestly did. You could check out my main channel video where I did a little update video talking about it. So yeah, check that out. And without further ado, let's get to the breakdown. I really love the old aesthetic, by the way, the 2001 aesthetic where everyone was just going batshit crazy. And yeah, this pay-per-view in itself had a lot of that. Okay, and we kicked it off with Bubba Ray Dudley and Devon Dudley versus the team of Edge and Christian for the Tag Team Championships. This feels a very, very long time away because of who's in this match. But overall, this was an okay match. I think this was good for the most part. Honestly, I really enjoyed this match. And honestly, this was very, very underrated. This match itself was very underrated. No one really talks about this match and how good it was. And the fact that this led up to, obviously, that triple threat match at WrestleMania 17 between the Hardys, the Dudley Boys, and Edge and Christian is great. Okay, the way this story came about is apparently Christian and Edge attacked Devon Dudley and Bubba Ray Dudley with and they hit a concerto or something like that. So that's how this match came about. The match was good. The Dudley Boys managed to capture the tag team championship, and honestly, it's not a bad decision. I think they definitely deserved it at the time. Their entrance at this time as well, by the way, was really cool. At WrestleMania 17, it was really cool as well. I got a chance to watch that back too. And yeah, generally overall, this match was okay. This match was probably the most underrated match on the entire card. I'm not gonna lie, it was a good match. Next up, we had a bit of a controversial one. Chris Benoit versus Chris Jericho. Now, as someone who grew up in the late 2009s, 2010s of WWE, I didn't really know who Chris Benoit was until later on. They completely redacted his name from literally everything around that point as well. So it was kind of like hard for me to get invested into Chris Benoit and into his character. But seeing his matches later on in, obviously, my life it's actually kind of cool, and it's actually kind of cool to see like how good he was with the wrestlers. In terms of in-ring, he's great, okay? In terms of real life, he's a fucking dickhead. But in terms of in-ring, he's great. He's a great wrestler, and he showed that with Chris Jericho on this night for the Intercontinental Championship. Chris Benoit was the champion. Chris Jericho was going in there to, you know, defend nothing. But they both went in there. They had a pretty good performance against each other. Honestly, Chris Benoit and Chris Jericho, bro, they meshed together too well. And Chris Jericho managed to win. Honestly, I'm not mad at it. I think it's a great decision. Chris Jericho went on to be a great Intercontinental Champion, I think, after this as well. So yeah, I actually like this match a lot more than the other one. And apparently, fun fact, this is the first pay-per-view Intercontinental title ladder match since Triple H beat The Rock at SummerSlam 1998. I did not know that. That's crazy. And this is 2001, so I'm guessing it's been 3 years since then. Wow, fun fact for you. Okay, so before this, we had a few segments in between the first match and the second match, and it was a segment with Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, and Drew Carey. I don't really know why Drew Carey was in this, the fucking comedian in the 90s. Bro, like, why was he in this anyway? But yeah, apparently Stephanie McMahon has beef with Trish Stratus around this point, and Drew Carey basically asks Triple H where Vince McMahon is, and Triple H has no idea. Then Stephanie just says, yo, I'll just show you to Trish Stratus. That's it. And then Triple H is obviously preparing to fight Kurt Angle, which we will talk about later on. Then we had another segment where APA was having beers, and then obviously both APA members are in the Royal Rumble too. Crash Holly comes in saying, no hard feelings, you know, I'm gonna throw you over the top rope. And Bradshaw then says, and they say we drink too much. No, we'll take that out, we'll cut that out. We then had Drew Carey again after the Jericho and Benoit match. Drew Carey basically hits on Trish Stratus. I wonder why, I mean, goddamn. But then, Vince McMahon comes in, and I remember this now. This is the weird time in WWE where Vince McMahon and Trish Stratus were in a relationship. I'm not gonna talk about that, bro. That shit was crazy. But anyway, Vince McMahon puts Drew Carey in the Royal Rumble, which is happening later on. So that's that basically. And apparently Drew Carey has this impromptu show as well. So I don't know, man. God damn. But anyway, we move on to probably the weakest match of the night. It's obviously none of these ladies' fault, I think. But we move on to Ivory versus China. But Ivory won? Yeah, I guess. 90s wrestling, women's wrestling, am I right? God damn. But then after this, we had Stephanie McMahon go into a salon room, I guess, basically telling the hairdresser to like fix something in her hair, and then Trish Stratus is actually sitting on the chair, and then they kind of get into a little verbal argument. Trish tells her not to interfere in the match that's happening between Triple H and Kurt Angle. After this as well, Drew Carey was bro, they put a lot of emphasis on Drew Carey in this one, bro. Drew Carey was backstage. He received his Adidas trackie, and then Kane showed up, and then Drew Carey's like, look at this weirdo. Then we had probably my favorite match of the entire night, Kurt Angle versus Triple H. I think this was really cool. Obviously, the interferences were kind of played a part into why this is probably one of my favorite matches of the night. But yeah, Kurt Angle beat Triple H. Honestly, these two have great chemistry. Kurt Angle and Triple H both have really good chemistry. Obviously, Stephanie McMahon and Trish Stratus managed to fight, and then you had Vince McMahon trying to break it up. That was weird. Apparently the action stopped in the ring while this was happening as well, and the camera just zoomed into both of these women having a fight. We didn't even see what was going on in the ring during this, and it was like a solid 5 minutes of this happening. Yeah, okay. The crowd were going crazy for it though. But then after this, we had Stone Cold interfere in this match against Triple H, because I didn't even know this myself. Apparently Triple H cost Stone Cold the world championship, so this is kind of Stone Cold's get back. And this is also the time where WWE were thinking of making Stone Cold a heel, which I honestly forgot about. I dead ass forgot about. They made Stone Cold look a bit more rougher leading into WrestleMania. Honestly, that heel turn, probably the worst thing he did. But look, I'm a big Stone Cold guy, alright? That heel turn was crazy. Alright, so then we had the Royal Rumble match, the official 2001 Royal Rumble match. This was what the event was leading up to. This was what the event was alluding onto. And this is what we got, ladies and gentlemen. We got number 1, drawing Jeff Hardy, and number 2, Bull Buchanan, which honestly I forgot about. And apparently he's in this like faction called the Right to Censor. I don't know what that's about, but anyway, yeah, we then had Jeff Hardy, Buchanan, and Matt Hardy come up, which was crazy. We had Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy together, and they managed to eliminate Buchanan, which is actually cool. And then, which I thought was really cool, and it's a small thing, but I think it was actually really cool for the time, Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy managed to fight each other, which obviously when you look back at it, it's like, did you really need to do that? Because you're a tag team, right? You're supposed to wait for the next person to come in, eliminate them, then keep eliminating guys until you two are the last ones. But Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy didn't understand the assignment, didn't do that. Instead, they both started to fight each other, which I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if it's a brave decision or not, but okay. Farouk came out next, and obviously Matt Hardy and Jeff eliminated Farouk. Farouk got some good offensive, but didn't really do much. And then Drew Carey came out, and during this, Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy were both fighting on the top rope, right? And they're both like outside, right? Matt Hardy goes for a suplex. I think Jeff Hardy pushes him off, and then Matt Hardy pulls him, and then they're both eliminated. So then Drew Carey's celebrating in the ring, and then guess who comes out after, bro? Kane. Bro, Kane comes out, dead ass. The scariest thing I've ever seen, bro. Honestly, Kane in 2001, 2000, 90s Kane is so sick, bro. I loved Kane during this time. Like, I wasn't even a wrestling fan during this time, but seeing his highlights, like, during this, like, time where I became a wrestling fan, seeing Kane like this is so sick. And seeing him in this Rumble match was really cool as well. He looked really dominant. Then Raven came out, which Kane and Raven apparently have a feud, and Drew Carey eliminated himself. As soon as he saw that, he was like, fuck that shit, I'm out, bro. I'm gone. Let me go to my impromptu Saturday night, whatever the fuck I got going on. But anyway, Kane and Raven were fighting, and then Al Snow came out, which was a surprise to me, because I didn't know Al Snow was active around this time. And I thought that he bought like this bowling bag out, and I thought he was gonna bring his head, the head that he uses, but no. All right. Anyway, we had Perry Saturn come out, we had Steve Blackman come out, which, bro, I haven't even... Bro, he came in with some sticks, bro. He started chopping on them. Then we had Grandmaster Sexay come out. These gimmicks were crazy back in the 2000s, bro. Kane eliminated him as soon as he came out. Then Kane starts going on this elimination spree. Kane eliminates Steve Blackman. He eliminates Al Snow. He eliminates Raven, and he eliminates Perry Saturn in like a matter of minutes. Like literally in a matter of minutes, he just eliminates all of these guys. As soon as he eliminates Grandmaster Sexay, like, bro, Grandmaster Sexay awakened something in Kane. Next up, then we had Honky Tonk Man. This was a surprise appearance. I thought he was active around this time, bro. This is what millennials think. And Kane was listening to this man just sing for a little bit. Kane then smashed the guitar over his head, eliminated him, and this is where it really picks up. The Rock comes out next, and The Rock and Kane obviously all out on a different type of thing. We then have the good father? Pretty sure he was called the Godfather, but okay. He got eliminated real quick by The Rock. Then we had Taz come out. You could guess what happened. He got eliminated by Kane. Bro, I was surprised that Taz got done like that, bro. Taz got done dirty. Then we had Bradshaw come out, which was pretty cool. Bradshaw obviously being JBL right now. Seeing him in this form is kind of crazy. Looking back at it now. Bro, he had long hair and a goatee. The fuck? Bradshaw kind of like was the catalyst of this like ending up being like a packed Royal Rumble, because then we had a bunch of different people come out. We had Albert, which is apparently A-Train, which is crazy. Then we had Hardcore Holly, which is crazy as... Bro, Albert is Lord Tensai, bro. Albert is the same dude that is Lord Tensai. Crazy. But anyway, we had Hardcore Holly come out. This surprised me. R-Truth. Like, bro, R-Truth in 2001? Yo, I was like, bro, like this, he should win it. R-Truth in 2001 is crazy, but we had him. He was called K-Quick at this time. We had Val Venus, which honestly is crazy. We had William Regal, which is again also crazy, and we had Tess, which was who eliminated William Regal in this. I honestly brushed over. I honestly forgot about that. I just watched the show, by the way. I forgot about that. Then we had the Big Show come out, and the Big Show was going ham in this, bro. The Big Show was going crazy. He eliminated Test. He threw out R-Truth, which I was very upset about. And then The Rock managed to eliminate the Big Show randomly, bro. The Rock started and then he just destroyed him, bro. The Big Show was out. Honestly, I was surprised by that, but after this, Big Show was that pissed off, he started ripping up the announce table, and then he put The Rock through the announce table. So The Rock was out for the majority of this match, which is understandable. You want to protect The Rock for the end of this match, which I'm gonna tell you about very soon. Don't worry about it. Then we had Crash Holly come out, and then we had The Undertaker come out, which honestly was sick. Kane and The Undertaker essentially formed like this kind of alliance, and this is where they went on like a massive like murderous spree. The Undertaker eliminated Bradshaw, Kane eliminated Crash Holly, Kane eliminated Tensai, bro. And then yeah, The Undertaker eliminated Hardcore Holly, and then The Undertaker eliminated Val Venus as well. So basically, The Undertaker got like 3 eliminations, and Kane got like 2 in the span of just a few minutes as well, which to me is just insane. After this, Kane and Undertaker were like standing together. They basically formed an alliance throughout this Royal Rumble. And then Scotty 2 Hotty came out with the image of the Kane and the Undertaker. The Kane and the Undertaker standing in the middle of the ring. Now, obviously, as Scotty 2 Hotty, I would go there. I would jump in and then I'd eliminate myself out. Scotty 2 Hotty didn't do that. He was feeling a little brave, and The Undertaker and Kane had to show him his place, and they eliminated Scotty 2 Hotty. And then this is where it kind of picks up. Billy Gunn comes out after this, and then Haku comes out, which is crazy to me, because if you don't know, Haku is the father of Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. Anyway, then Rikishi comes out. The fucking Samoans are all out tonight. Rikishi was the last entrant. Apparently, they were putting this up all night as well. Rikishi is number 30. Rikishi is number 30. I still don't know how they managed to do that. I don't know why Rikishi was number 30 in this. I think he maybe won like some battle royal or some shit. I don't know. But number 30 doesn't really matter in the Royal Rumble. At the end of the day, you can be number 1 and you could probably still win. But anyway, oh my bad, hold on. Somewhere in this match, Stone Cold Steve Austin was an entrant. I don't know how I didn't mention this. This isn't even in the form. Stone Cold Steve Austin was an entrant in this match, and he got taken out by Triple H, and he was like bleeding everywhere. Bro, Stone Cold was crazy, but he didn't actually make his entrance until later in the match. Anyway, Austin is now in this match. Okay, after Rikishi came out, Austin is finally in this match. Yeah, it was genuinely really cool to see Austin. Austin eliminated Haku straight away as soon as he got in the ring. Then, bro, this surprised me so much. Rikishi eliminated The Undertaker. How? Bro, he had that. And then The Rock eliminated Rikishi after Rikishi was gonna jump on him with his ass. The final 4. Okay, let me just say who the final 4 was, bro. Because after Rikishi, we got to the final 4. Alright. The final 4 was The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kane, and Billy Gunn. Why? Billy Gunn? I don't know if that was a smart idea or what, but anyway, Billy Gunn got out instantly as soon as, I guess, Stone Cold realized this. Stone Cold was the one to eliminate Billy Gunn. Then there was a situation where Kane eliminated The Rock, which was crazy to me because I thought The Rock and Stone Cold would be the one to, you know, have that, you know, 1-to-1 in this Royal Rumble match, but they managed to have it at WrestleMania instead. But anyway, after this, Kane and Stone Cold put on a little bit of a clinic. Stone Cold hits him with a few chair shots, and then Stone Cold hits the clothesline onto Kane to win the 2001 Royal Rumble. I'm gonna be honest, it was okay? I wasn't a fan at this time, so I wasn't like aware of like Bradshaw, you know, having a gimmick, or Albert having a gimmick, or Hardcore Holly, you know, being there for so long. And then the Big Show coming back as well. Apparently the Big Show was a surprise entrant as well because he was injured. He came with the earring, bro. He started going ham. Choke slam after choke slam. Like, he was going insane. That was the 2001 Royal Rumble. Let me know what you think. Honestly, let me know what you think. I thought it was an okay Royal Rumble. Honestly, because I don't know the characters as well as I do the current characters, I don't know if I can judge it in that sense. But in terms of just purely the match itself, I think the match was okay. Honestly, I thought the match was good. There were a few things that obviously were funny in this match, like the Drew Carey situation was kind of funny. Kane and The Undertaker teaming up was really cool. Obviously, The Rock being in the Royal Rumble match itself was really cool as well. Seeing all these legends be in this Rumble match and seeing all these legends be active somewhat is so cool to see, man. And yeah, it's really refreshing for me, to be honest, because, bro, I never got the chance to see this. I never got a chance to see The Rock being active. I never saw Stone Cold Steve Austin be active. So the fact that I can see that on Netflix now is kind of crazy. Even though this was public knowledge anyway, it's just cool to me. But yeah, let me know what you think of the Royal Rumble 2001. Happy Royal Rumble season. And I'll catch you guys in the next video, bro. Look after yourselves. Subscribe. All right, subscribe. We're trying to get to 200 subs. All right, let's try and uppercut that. All right, let's try and let's try and smash that. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces, ooses, yeet.